What? You're acting like you never sit around your house singing Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Who doesn't like a little breath of fire every now and then? Alright, so I wanted to talk about and kind of demonstrate probably the weirdest workout I've ever done and that I know of. It's called Kundalini Yoga. And while it's super weird and you wouldn't want your neighbors to watch you do it probably, it's like the most beneficial workout I've probably ever done. I'm a big believer in yoga. The reason I like yoga so much is because it's been done for thousands of years and its benefits have been scientifically proven. Some benefits of yoga include sleeping better, increased happiness and feeling of well-being. It has similar cardiovascular benefits as running, and that's always good. If you are a person who doesn't like doing cardio, while I still recommend doing cardio, yoga is a really good close second. Yoga doesn't just benefit your outside, and that's what I really like about it. It gives you a sense of well-being, a sense of calmness, a sense of focus in your life, and most importantly, anyone can start doing it. Going out and running can be really hard for some people. Sometimes even running for 3 full minutes can be really challenging for someone who's out of shape. What I love about yoga is that anyone can start doing yoga, and it's something that feels relaxing, and yet it has similar effects to things that don't feel so relaxing for some people, like running. What I love about Kundalini Yoga is that it will give you the fastest results of any yoga, hands down. This has been my experience anyway, and a lot of people have shared in this experience where they've done this type of yoga and it's just amazed them how quickly they see their body changing and also how quickly their mind changes. Another really important thing about yoga, all types of yoga, but specifically Kundalini Yoga, is it's said to build the fire in the belly. And what that's said to do in yoga is help you sustain intent over time. And what that basically means is if you have a goal or if you have something that you'd like to do, if you've made a decision, you'll stick to it. And that's so important when you're starting a new type of lifestyle or a new type of diet or a new exercise regimen. It's very important to be able to stick to what you actually want to do. And it is so much easier when you're tired at the end of the day to do yoga than to run several miles. It's so much easier in the beginning of the day, early in the morning when you're just climbing out of bed to do yoga. It's something where you'll start to look forward to it. It feels like you're having some you time. It feels relaxing. It helps you sleep better, helps you feel calm during the day. There are just so many benefits, and people have even said that they've been able to overcome things like thyroid disorders and different digestive disorders. It's been proven to improve digestion and improve circulation, and hormonally it's said to help you attain and maintain balance. It's just super important for all of your organs and the rest of your body. And I just really love it for those reasons. I love it because anyone can do it. I love it because it's a great starting point where if you're out of shape, it's a great way to start an exercise program. It's a great way to ease on into working out, and maybe several months down the line of doing yoga, you'll find that you are in better shape and you're feeling better and you're eating better. And because of that, you might decide to start running or something like that. That was the case with me. I've never had a weight problem, but I did gain about 20 to 25 pounds when my mom was in the hospital. Toward the end of my mom's life, she was in the hospital most of the time. I was just there with her all the time. I was sleeping next to her and staying with her as much as I could, and the only food I had access to was hospital food. And I don't know if it was just lack of activity and stress and just crappy food. I just packed on pounds unlike I ever had. After she died and after I got married, I found that I was very unhappy with the way that I looked, and I was also depressed, and I really didn't have a lot of energy to work out. I didn't feel like going out and running. I got married 13 days after my mom died, so just there were a lot of changes in my life, and I was going through a really rough time, a really big spiritual struggle, and I turned to yoga, and I'm so glad that I did. It was the only workout where I actually could see myself dragging myself out of bed and doing it. With being vegan and doing yoga, I was able to drop 20 pounds within like a couple months. It was amazing how quickly the weight came off after ditching dairy and after you know, just doing yoga every day. And after that, I had so much energy and I felt so good and so much better about myself and so focused that I was able to start running, and I was able to start doing other workout programs. And so while I think that yoga can be fine on its own, if it's something more cardiovascular like power yoga or Kundalini Yoga, I think that yoga is more of a great starting point. I think that there is a place for cardio, hardcore cardio. I think that we were meant to run. I think we were meant to jump and climb and do things like that. That's what our bodies were meant to do. But I think that yoga is just indispensable, and it's something that I won't ever give up. I think that as long as I'm alive and breathing and able to move around, I'll be doing yoga. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. My recommendation, if you're interested, is getting DVDs from Anna Brett and Ravi Singh. They're a married couple who puts out DVDs, and I was not paid to say this. This is truly my recommendation. I have all of their DVDs. I bought them with my own money. Also, if you have any health questions, this lady, she is so sweet. I have emailed her before asking her for recommendations, and she emails me right back, and she actually sends like really long emails and will really talk things through with you. They're just super helpful and super sweet people. They have a great newsletter that they'll send monthly. I just love them. But here are just a couple that I own. I would recommend you just look on Amazon and see what you think of their DVDs, and maybe start with something like, there's one called Ultimate Stretch, which is like kind of an easy one where you just stretch and you feel good, but at the same time, it changed my body immensely. There's one called Fat Free Yoga, and that's my favorite of theirs. But then if you want something kind of more cardiovascular, this is a good one. It's called Kundalini Yoga Flow Boot Camp. There's another one called The Body Electric All-in-One Workout, and the premise of these is just that it's sort of, if you don't have a lot of time, if you don't have time to run and do yoga, you can do these. But I find that what I like to do is run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do yoga just kind of whenever I feel like it. Ultimately, I'd like to be able to do yoga on all of my off days when I'm not running, but I just don't have time for that. So I just do yoga whenever I feel like it, and I love it because a lot of times I just don't feel like running late at night if I haven't run, and I'll just pop one of these DVDs in and I'm good to go, and I feel like I've gotten a really good workout. So yeah, even though it's like super strange looking, and you probably won't want like a friend sitting in the living room and watching you do this, and when I do it my husband laughs at me, it's the best yoga I've ever done and with the fastest results, and that's probably my favorite part of it. So do yoga or get moving somehow, however you can, however you feel inspired to move, and I'll see you soon.